2, 1, action. All right, hello everyone. It is 2020 and Luca and I are on board the International Space Station. We have two video cameras here pointing two different directions. We're almost getting a full 360 view here. And right now we are all the way in the aft part of the space station. We're on the Soyuz MS-15 that is docked to SM aft. This is the Soyuz that I'm going to go home on, but is actually the one that Oleg Skripochka, Jessica Meir, and Hazza Al-Mansouri arrived on, and I'll go home with them. So right now I'm in the descent module of the Soyuz here, and this is the hatch between them. So we're all the way as far back as we can possibly get inside the ISS. And so here behind me are our seats and the parachutes. Behind me, I don't think we'll be able to get the whole camera in there. And then on the other end there is Luca, and he's in the living module, the BEO, the habitation module of the Soyuz. Go ahead, Luke.
Let's give some coordinates. Right now, because we are in the aft side, the Earth is that direction, if I'm correct.
I agree with that, yeah.
The Earth is that way, the universe, the rest of the universe is this way, and behind me is the rest of the space station, what we call the central stack.
All right, and a couple things that you want to point out there in the descent or in the BEO?
Absolutely. So over here, this is where some of the systems are. We'll
do another 180 with the camera and then into the FGB.
I think they call it DC-1.
DC-1 in English, yeah.
Yeah. Docking compartment.
Actually, why don't you go that way and I'll take it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, this to me is a little bit like going into a living museum, because this is the oldest piece, the oldest module of the space station. It's currently probably the oldest human object orbiting the Earth, because it was launched in 1999, celebrating 20 years this year. Well, actually, having celebrated already 20 years. And it flew by itself. It was launched as a single spacecraft, and it flew by itself for several months before being docked to Node 1. And again, he's just like the other modules that we saw. He's an exact replica of the Mir space station modules. This one specifically is called the FGB in English, and it's basically a support module. Behind this panel, just like on the deck, there's a lot of storage. Some systems, not many, but definitely this is the main compartment for storage for our Russian colleagues. However, because it was built in Russia but paid for with a cooperation with NASA, I think that a lot of this, about half of it, of this compartment, have now NASA storage in it. The way I see it in my mind, every time I think about this, I see a ladder, because this is how I'm moving to it, just going down this ladder this way. So somehow, even when I'm on Earth and I think about this, in my mind it's always been a ladder going up. What are you showing them there?
These are mission patches from the Soyuz, so we have expedition patches for the ISS expeditions, but also have patches for each Soyuz crew, and these are some of the historic ones that have docked here in the past. Many people we know.
So,
you bring your own pad. It looks like a kid's travel soccer bag or something.
Crazy enough to, even though it sounds crazy, there is an order to this. And usually when we have to go grab something, we know behind which funnel or at which height we have to go grab things. Now the only parts of the space station of these modules, that doesn't have anything on the deck is right here, because this is where our Russian colleagues take their hygiene breaks. So there is a big mirror. Probably the biggest mirror on the space station is right here. I never talked about that. And these containers that you see on the side, these are where our Russian colleagues have their personal hygiene items. And so what happens is that they come here, they close this hatch, partially close this hatch to get some privacy, and then they can shower, clean up in the morning. And we know when the hatch is closed that's what's happening. From here, we're going to go into one more docking module, which is called airlock, the one that we close, and then which will give us access to the vacuum of space. This is very unique to me and dear to my heart for several reasons. First of all, because again, it's where we do our EVAs, which is very prestigious, very hard, but also incredible. There's a completely sealed compartment that we can access through gloves in order to isolate the science behind it. We have another glove box later on, we'll see it in the Japanese module, and then different experiments may have individual glove box contained inside. There is another one in Perth, there is another one in Columbus, and another one in the Japanese module. So lots of different glove box for science. And then we're gonna swap again, and Drew, why don't you guide us into node 2? Okay.
Beijing Houston 2 for Jessica Solich.